Hi there, BookTube! My name is Christina and I'm so happy to be back with daylight because it's been forever since the last time I filmed during the day. Usually I always film after work and it's dark and I'm tired, but today it's Sunday and I'm actually filming for this week, so that's amazing for me. And I don't know how this video exactly will come out because I'm trying to figure out a different way to film, so I cannot really see myself. I'm on my laptop, but I cannot look at my laptop, so I still need to work out a couple of things. However, since we're having this beautiful daylight and since we're in the first week of spring, not officially, but yet we're again in March and I'm so excited for spring to be back, for all of the colors, the smells, the sun, the good weather, everything. I'm so happy. I decided to film my spring TBR. So I've been a little bit ambitious with this one, and as I will go through the books I will tell you why I decided to add this particular book to the pile. And without further ado, let me get to the very first book that I have here, and the very first one is La pietra del vecchio pescatore by Pat Auchy, and if you watched my previous videos you will know that this is the book that I'm reading for Ireland, because it's set in Ireland, it's written by an Irish author, so right now I'm reading this one. I'm like at page 50, I believe, yeah, exactly, page 50, so I still don't know what to think about this book, but this is the first one that I'm reading this spring. The second book that I have here is a book that I actually already wanted to read, and I wanted to read it in autumn, but this time I'm just trying to mix up things a little bit, and since it's March, it's middle grade March, so a lot of books that you will see here are middle grades, and I'm loving reading middle grades right now, so I will try and read The Scandalous Sisterhood of Prickwillow Place by Julie Berry. And this is a mystery slash dark humor, I believe, book about this group of girls. They're living in a school and their like chief director died poisoned, and they're trying to cover her body because they don't want to leave the school in which they're living. So I believe that there will be sass and situations will be funny and strange, and I'm all for it. Moreover, it's a middle grade, so I'm sure that it will be fantastic. Next is a book that was written originally in French, but I own it in Italian because a friend gave it to me, so I really need to read it in order to give it back to her. And it's I fidanzati dell'inverno by Christelle Dabot, I believe, since it's in French. And the French name of the book was Le fiancé de l'hiver, peut-être? Les fiancés de l'hiver, oui. And this is a book that's becoming quite popular here on BookTube, and there is already a book 2 and probably a book 3 is coming out soon. So I'm curious because my friend really enjoyed this book, and it's about a girl who is sent off for a marriage, an arranged marriage, and she needs to get used to a whole different culture and everything while traveling a political, from what I get, like kind of environment. So I'm curious because from what I got it's written in a very simple language, but yet the story is interesting, and it's been a while since I read something like that, so a book in Italian. Then, since we are in the middle of middle grade March, I really want to read Nevermore. So many people raved about this book here on BookTube that I'm absolutely curious to read it. The only thing I know is that the protagonist is a girl who is believed to bring all of the misfortune and like lack of luck to the world and to everyone who surrounds her, but then she discovers that she's actually special and she becomes part of this kind of academy or secret society or something like that. And I'm very curious because a lot of people tried to compare it with Harry Potter, and the other half of people were like, you don't understand anything, it's nothing like Harry Potter, it's its own kind of thing and it's amazing. So I'm curious to read this one and to have my own opinion about it. Then I have a book in Russian, believe me or not, because it's been a while since I read a book in Russian, and since this is a quite difficult time for me, everything at work is so hectic and I'm trying my best and I have pretty much no time to do anything. The only reason why I'm able to read is because I commute a lot, so that's the only thing, but I had to quit so many things like dancing and going to gym and meeting with a lot of friends, so I'm really trying to get through this spring because it's just horrible. But I decided to read something funny and light, so I went with Реально смешное fantasy, and it's an anthology with a lot of authors like Neil Gaiman, Gary Garrison, Gene Wolfe, Greg Shore Gardner, and many others. So I believe these are all short stories or something of the sort, and it's called like really funny fantasy. So I'm hoping for a good half an hour of laughs here and there, because I really need that right now. Then I have a book in English, I have a book in Italian, I have a book in Russian, and yes, I decided to try and read a book in French during this spring. So I went with Le Dernier Jardin, just because the word garden is in it and it's spring. And oh my god, I don't even remember very well the synopsis of this book. The only thing I really remember is that it's about this kind of dystopic world in which young people are dying very young, so there is this kind of a illness, yeah, sickness and illness. It's illness, of course, why not? As you may see, it's been a while since I talked to the camera and in English, so yeah, this is what happens at the end of it. And this book is a trilogy, it's a YA, and some people enjoyed it, some others were like so and so or directly disliked it. So I'm curious. I know that this book was written originally in English, but I received it while I was subscribed to a French subscription box. So I will try with the first one and I will see if I will be involved in it. I will buy the second and the fourth and the third, of course, in French. And the very last, my 7th book, no way I will read 7 books in these 3 upcoming months, but I will try, is again for my middle grade March, that will last for 3 months for me apparently, and because I really want to go on with the series that I already started and I'm stuck with this one for so many months, and it's the second one in Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and it's The Sea of Monsters. I've read the first one, I enjoyed it, it was a cute little read. It's not my favorite. I'm not a huge Percy Jackson fan, as you may see, since I've not read the second one in like ages, but I will give it a try, and I hope that I will love this series and I will be as involved and as passionate about it as so many booktubers out there. So this big pile that I was trying to hold on before for the thumbnail is what I'm willing and what I will try to read, hope to read in spring. Please let me know down below if you've read any of these books or if you're planning to read them and what were your opinions about them. And I hope to see you very soon in my next video with Daylight. Bye! Ciao!